All right, guys, welcome to episode 3 of the Roman and Dave podcast, the podcast RDPP. And I do apologize because we were originally supposed to have Roman on, but he fell under the weather, unfortunately. We had a great weekend. I took him to the Browns game. The Browns won. He didn't know until after the game was over.
When you were leaving?
When the game was over, I said, okay, Roman, let's go. And he goes, is the game over? And I said, yeah, buddy. He goes, did we win? I said, yes, we won.
Sounds about right.
He did good, though.
That's good.
He really was into it at first and everything like that, but with a attention span of any 8-year-old kid, he got bored and it was starting to get cold and everything like that. So I told him if he made it through the end of the third quarter, he could have my phone. And he did. So
he had that goal.
He's goal oriented.
Did he ask questions?
Yeah, he asked a lot of questions. My neck was actually sore because I had to do this. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah. So he was very into it. He was asking a lot of questions, and it was questions about the game. And that was a refreshing change from people that ask a lot of questions at games.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, all right, guys. So this is a couple days late because we had to call an audible, but we have a substitute guest. And you are?
Hi, I'm Steph.
And how do you know me?
I met you on the street.
You wish.
No, I am your fiancema'am.
The fiancema'am, and I'm your fiancé.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a big day coming up, huh?
We do.
How many days?
60 maybe.
60 days.
Yeah. February 10th. Coming soon.
Coming in hot.
Coming in very hot.
All right. Since you are my first guest, that's not like, no, this is your first appearance.
Uh-huh.
I'll edit that out later. Post-production. I probably won't. This is a part where I say you can have a drink on me. So even though it's ours, what would you like?
I'll do a rum and coke.
Oh, what are the odds?
Who would have thought?
Who would have? All right, so I will make a rum and coke. I'm going to make that right now. And while I'm making it, Steph is going to vamp. Just kidding. You don't have to vamp.
What's a vamp?
Vamping is when you're just entertaining the crowd until like the time comes and everything.
I'll sit here and look pretty.
You're very good at it.
Thank you.
All right.
Are we going to do a step-by-step?
Yeah, so I'm going to use the very nice enough Cleveland Guardians cups, nice plastic cups.
State-of-the-art China.
State-of-the-art China. This is our fine China. Only the best get this one. These cost so much money at the game. You remember that?
Unnecessarily expensive.
Yeah, because they came with whiskey.
Yeah, we went to the Jim Beam.
Yeah,
the Jim Beam bar.
It was a Jim Beam bar, and each time that we got a drink, it was like $40.
It was very expensive
for two, but still, like
right.
When you're getting this, I'm not good.
Keepsakes, but
yeah, but I'm not.
I can buy a bottle.
Yeah, for $40, I better be feeling it pretty good, and I wasn't.
And we weren't.
No,
not at all.
But we got like 4 of them.
Yeah, we did.
All right, I'm gonna make this real quick for you. Be right back. There we go.
Good job.
All right, here we go. So, I got the Cokes. I got the cups. So, there's one thing I wanted to do that he calls himself Sleazy on the Did You Hear Me podcast. And he does it, and it sounds so good. But it's usually beer. It's not Coke. But let's see if I can get it. Oh, that sounded real nice. That was real good.
What's that? That ASMR? I don't know what it stands for.
I know.
But like when they do those like satisfying, like when they puts your hand in, put your fingers in slime, or
yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Or somebody chewing like Doritos or something.
That's not satisfying. That's annoying.
I don't know.
Oop.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Drank a little too much Captain, I see.
It's okay. That's okay.
All right, so you get to have the good one.
Oh my goodness. We can share it.
Okay. And then I will have the half shot. Oh, gotta open another one. Do it again. It sounds so good. Coke should franchise that.
Hey, get him a sponsor. No endorsements.
I actually would be very open to endorsements.
No, I just meant from Coke.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
This is a Pepsi family. Well, you are.
I am.
Yeah.
Coke, if you're listening, hit him up. Pepsi, if you're listening, hit me up.
So far, we have a potential sponsors.
Yeah?
Yeah. I tried to get Old Forester to sponsor the first one.
There you go.
And now Coke and Pepsi. Maybe we are the ones to bring them together in peace.
Sounds good. I like it. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on and a pinch.
Thanks for having me.
How was it? Got a kick?
Whoa. Just the way I like it. It's good. You want to try?
Yeah, well, I'll drive home.
Okay. Might be stumbling in tonight.
Won't be the first time. Won't be the first. Actually, the first time that we met officially, you were stumbling.
This is true.
Yeah.
In this garage.
Yeah. The very first time that we started talking was in this very garage 3 years ago.
Yeah. It'll be in 2021 is when we met.
Yeah, so coming up on 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like January.
Yeah, it was the end of January.
Yeah. And how many times did you turn me down?
Good 2.
A good 2.
Maybe 3. No, third time's the charm.
The third time you asked me out.
Well, I think I'm so glad that I did. Love you so much.
These are on.
Oh. Yeah. You're right. Third time I did ask you.
Yeah, you did.
To hang out.
Yeah, we weren't on a date.
No.
No, because our first date was the next day. Well, my first date with you was on Valentine's Day.
February 14th, 2021.
At X-Throng.
Yep.
Where was it?
Stumpy's.
Stumpy's.
Oh, Stumpy's. Endorse
Stumpy's. I'm going to be rolling in on all the dollars once I get these endorsements. I get all the viewers, you know. Yeah. And so, okay, so before we get into the meat of the program, I love this story. My first date with you was at Stumpy's. And I was so excited. I was telling all my friends, I'm like, she finally asked me out. We're going out. And they're like, oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. And so we meet at Stumpy's. And you meet me there, right?
Yes.
And they meet at the front. And they say, okay, why are you guys here? And they said we had a time that we called ahead of 4.
Oh, yeah, reservation.
And then they're like, okay, and then you fill out
the waiver that you had to, that asked you a bunch of questions, and what brought you to Stumpy's tonight? And I joked around and I said,
you didn't joke around, I was very serious.
Axe therapy, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And you said
date night,
and I was like, oh yeah.
She almost walked out of Stumpy's. I
stayed,
but you,
and then I lost every game that we played.
And do you like to lose?
I hate losing.
Is that true?
Very true.
Are you competitive?
No. Very competitive. So it was I had so much fun.
I never thought I was going to see you again after that.
Well,
lucky me.
Lucky.
So we always say that my first date was you on Valentine's Day in 2021. But you were just hanging out, so it wasn't a first date at all.
Well, yeah, because everybody's like, oh, date. And I didn't want to get too stressed out about it because...
That's also not like you to stress out about things.
Because I stress out about everything.
Yeah, you're just so go with the flow.
And I was like, no, it's not a date.
She didn't know it was a date.
So that was my way of like trying to calm myself, and I don't know. I knew it was a date. I just didn't want to admit it.
Because you didn't want to, you knew how awesome I was. And you didn't want to screw it up.
Yeah, that's it.
Knew it.
Knew it.
But then the next day we hung out and we watched Pirates of the Caribbean at your house. And that was your first day with me. And
I fell asleep.
20 minutes into the movie.
Well, it's out of character for me, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where that
about
comes
that.
from. Yeah, I'm so glad things have changed in the 3 years. Anyways, okay.
Me in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Go ahead.
All right, so the meat of the show today is just, it was going to be me and Roman answering questions and talking. We got a couple questions, not many, which is fine. You know, we're still getting going and everything, so
Maybe you'll get more next time.
maybe.
Hopefully.
But I did get a couple questions from Sleazy, so thank you, Sleazy. I appreciate the questions. I look forward to your response to my response. So, and then I'll have some questions for you.
Okay.
So it'll just be kind of back and forth, kind of keep it loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey.
Cool?
Cool.
All right. So if you want to, go ahead.
Okay. This is from Sleazy.
Sleazy.
Is Adam Silver a real person? Who's Adam Silver?
He's the commissioner of the NBA.
Oh, he's probably fake.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay, so is Adam Silver a real person?
Mm-hmm.
Is he AI or a baseless human they created to fill a spot to check all the boxes for a divided society? Wow. What a question.
So when I ask him questions to answer on his podcast, it's usually like, so what'd you think of the football game on Saturday? Or
What'd you eat for lunch?
yeah, and he's asking me these in-depth questions, and he's testing me, and he needs to know I'm just a C student. So, is Adam Silver a real person?
Well, I didn't know who he was, so no.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
He has no emotions, and he's just like bald with glasses and just like stands there.
It,
Yeah, and
does he talk to anybody?
I don't. It's very robotic too,
Oh, okay.
and he. This question's making me laugh. But I think it's the latter. It's the second part of what you asked.
So is he AI or a baseless human they created to fill a spot to check all the boxes for a divided society?
Actually, I'm gonna go with both.
Okay.
I think he's artificial intelligence, lacking the intelligence part. And I think a bunch of owners just put him in place to have him run the show. And the inmates run the asylum, which is crazy. Like, the owners are supposed to be in charge, but the players tell you when they're going to be traded, where they're going to be traded to, what their contracts are. It's crazy.
That's different than other sports.
Oh, yeah.
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 I mean, I don't know much about anything like that, but
Yeah, so like James Harden. You ever heard of him?
yeah, basketball player.
Very good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, nailed it. He wanted to go to a couple years ago. He wanted to go to Philly, so he got traded to the Phillies, and then he wanted to go somewhere else, and so they traded him to where he wanted to go, and that's not really that common anywhere else
Why do they do that?
because they want to keep the players happy. If you want to become a professional athlete, be an NBA player. It's probably the hardest to get into, but their guaranteed contracts are insane.
And you can do whatever you want, pretty much. Go wherever you want.
Pretty much.
Play. So where do they find this Adam Silver guy?
I think in a computer down south somewhere.
Sounds good.
Downloaded it up into a body and kind of Frankenstein their way into creating this monster.
Was he just like a Bitmoji that was just created and popped out of the screen?
Pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of like because he's bald with the glasses, and yeah, he's like that emoji.
Is he older?
maybe 60s, early 60s.
Does he know anything about basketball?
I don't think he needs to know anything about basketball. He
Just
needs
managing.
He needs to know how to run a company.
Interesting.
Yeah. So hopefully to answer your question, Sleazy, that was a very entertaining question. Hopefully I lived up to what you were hoping for as an answer. Okay.
All right. Next question.
Yes.
As a Browns fan,
Mm-hmm.
what was your initial reaction to obtaining Deshaun Watson?
My original reaction was, damn it. 'Cause I didn't want him.
Why not?
Because of all the stuff going on.
Okay.
I didn't think it was worth the headache that we were doing. And I was a Baker guy, even though I knew he didn't want to be there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want Deshaun because I didn't want the circus to come with it.
Makes sense.
And it happened. Because if the second, as a Browns fan, I say Deshaun Watson, it turns into a conversation that's not about football.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I thought would happen. That's what happened. So I didn't want him.
Okay. So that was your initial reaction.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next part. What is his grade for the year to include injury time?
C-. And here's why. So he played in a couple games. The Bengals game, I kind of count as a wash because the weather was terrible. If you remember, you were at that game. Remember, there's one cloud in the whole city of Cleveland.
And it only rained over the stadium.
The whole time.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's kind of a push,
Okay.
a wash. The Steelers game, he was terrible. If he just kneeled the ball and did nothing, we would have won the game. That's how poorly he played.
Okay.
And then...
But didn't he play that one game, like, and I know it's probably going to start, it started controversy before. Not necessarily with you, but wasn't he injured? Like, he played...
Well, I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So, and then after that it gets a little fuzzy, but like the Tennessee Titan games, he played a good half. The second half he played really well, and I'm like, oh, that's the Deshaun that we were hoping for when we gave him that guaranteed contract. Which, by the way, if that contract was in the NBA, that's like nothing. So the fact that people are complaining about this contract in the NBA is just like an everyday contract. Anyways. But in that game, he hurt his shoulder.
Right.
But it was a weird injury where he just like lost all his strength in his arm. So
This was the second half where he played great?
yes.
So he played great with an injury.
Yes. But the shoulder injury was preventing him from playing. And so they not benched him, but he was hurt and he was out. The Baltimore Ravens game, we got smoked because they were expecting him to play because they said he was going to play, and then he didn't play.
Okay.
And then there was another game I don't remember, and then he played against the Colts, or he was going to start against the Colts, and he looked terrible. Like there's no zip on the ball, there was nothing. He lasted 5 plays, and he had hurt his shoulder again. Mm-hmm. And then
were we there that game?
No, that was in Indy. And then P.J. Walker played for a little bit, and DTR played.
Which one did better in your opinion?
Oh, DTR. Yeah, P.J. Walker. We won in spite of P.J. Walker. If Amari Cooper or his first read wasn't open, you didn't know what was going to happen. It was either going to go, he was either going to like get sacked or just throw the ball inaccurately somewhere. And so our defense and running game was so good, we don't have to have him do anything but just not screw up. And he screwed up. But we still won. I don't know how.
Somehow.
Yeah, but DTR gave them a little bit of hope, a little bit of reasoning. But then Deshaun comes back, and then he had a really bad half against Baltimore, but then he has an amazing second half against Baltimore where he goes like 17 for 17, 2 touchdowns, has a comeback. We were going to lose, but he brought us back. He had a great game. But he breaks his shoulder. So, and then the season was done. Mm-hmm. Kevin Stefanski says the best ability in any player is availability. And if you're not available, you don't have a good ability. And he's not available. So, I would say he's shown flashes where he kind of gave us hope and we can see where we're going. But if you're not on the field and you're getting hurt, then
you're not good to the team.
Right.
Last part.
Mm-hmm.
And how does this contract look going forward?
We're okay. And here's why. Is Andrew Berry is a really good general manager, and he's really good with money. So he kind of does what's called the kick the can, where he'll re-sign players, and then add on voided years at the end. So like they'll still owe him money, but just over a longer period of time, even though the contract doesn't get longer, like the playing contract. And then he'll renegotiate the contract, so he'll give them change their yearly salary into a signing bonus, so it doesn't count against the cap. So our cap's fine, even though the contract, like for the next 3 years, we owe Deshaun $63 million a year guaranteed.
Is he playing next year?
Oh yeah, he'll be fine. I mean, hopefully, unless something else happens.
Maybe his other shoulder.
Well, if it was his other shoulder, he could still play. It was his throwing shoulder.
Oh.
And so the contract will be fine because Andrew Berry is very good at making sure reworking contracts, and you need a good owner to do that because that's a lot of just cash you're giving out. And Cleveland is like number one in the league in like real money cash flow, which doesn't count against the cap, which means they're just giving them signing bonuses and giving them money.
Okay.
And so that's why I'm not worried about the contract. And Deshaun will keep redoing his contract, change of it to signing bonus. He'll probably add on more voided years. Hopefully he stays healthy and they'll do a contract extension with him. But he's also, the cap also goes up every year depending on how the season does and how revenue goes. The cap goes up, so it's a percentage of the owner's income.
Okay.
And so right now Deshaun,
a lot of money.
Huh?
It's a lot of money being thrown around.
Oh, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Yeah, so like $260 million is a lot of money, but not to them. Yeah. And yeah, he owns Pilot J, the gas company.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that Barry guy?
No, the owners.
Oh.
Andrew Berry is just their general manager.
Oh, okay.
He graduated from like Princeton or Yale or something. Yeah, so he's super smart.
Cool.
He's my age.
Wow. Good for him. Good for him.
Where do we go wrong?
Here we are.
Yeah, we're doing so good. Doing podcasts in our garage.
Not owning anything.
Not
managing anything.
I owe so much money to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the entire front office, like, Stefanski's like, I don't remember where he went, but he went to some like Ivy League school. Andrew Berry went to an Ivy League school.
So all the people are
brilliant.
Really cool.
Yeah. And that's what Stefanski does is like, he's a player's coach and like he's always even keel, but he uses analytics to create his playbook. And it's fun to watch because he's really good at getting his players in a position to succeed. Now, sometimes he overthinks it, right? Yeah. Where he'll like try to do too much instead of just like, you have three extra linemen on the field, so instead of just running, he's like, well, they know we're going to run, so we're going to pass. Well, you have nobody to catch the pass. It worked last week with David Njoku.
Because he's pretty good.
He is pretty good. Burned his face off and still played. That's impressive. So
all these impressive people in the Browns franchise.
I may be a bit biased, but yeah, I agree. But okay, so I'm going to go on a Browns tangent for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll get into why you're here. Okay. So I was talking with Robbie and Allison, right? Robbie was on the show last episode. And
Allison's just another friend.
She's a friend. And nobody's going through the injuries in the NFL like the Browns are. So the Browns are on their fourth starting quarterback. Deshaun, PJ Walker, DTR, and now Joe Flacco.
Yeah, that's wild.
And in most cases, that's a lost season in and of itself.
Yeah.
We lost the best running back in football on week 2 for the year and potentially going into next year. Nick Chubb. Very good.
Look at me.
Proud of you.
Learning things.
And we lost our starting right tackle in week 1. We don't worry about it. Jack Conklin. It's okay. We lost our starting left tackle. And now we just lost our backup right tackle. So we're down our top 3 tackles. And then our center got a stinger in his neck, so he might not play. And we're probably going to be down our top 3 safeties on defense. Denzel Ward hasn't played in a month.
So who you got?
A lot of rookies and free agents coming off the bench.
All right, well, getting their foot in the door.
Yeah. Hey.
See what happens.
But they're still winning it.
Which is good. That means you got a good team.
This means we got a good coach.
Something's going right for them.
Yeah, and they should make the playoffs with the roster that they have that's put together with Gum and like MacGyver together. And it's really, you can take a lot of pride in it because they had every reason to give up and they haven't. And that's fun. It makes games fun to go to. All right. So, since I have you here, let's talk about things that are coming up. Let's start with Christmas.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
All right. I want you to give me your favorite Christmas memory that you remember as a kid.
I would say me and my sister, we have a tradition every year. We would do all of our like Christmas Eve happenings and go here and go there. But when we got home, we would put the cookies out for Santa,
Of course.
carrots out for the reindeer, do the Santa sparkle or what, I forget what it's called, but the sprinkle when you go outside and you turn off the light and you throw it on the ground and you turn around 3 times and yell Merry Christmas and turn on the light, and if it sparkles, Santa's coming to your house.
Yep. Yeah, we did that too.
So we did that, and then me and my sister we would call it like a sleepover, and I would always sleep on her floor in her bedroom for, I don't know why.
As kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
Up until last year. It's just a tradition.
No, there's nothing wrong with that though.
Debating about this year? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm okay with you go. It's a great gift.
I told my sister, I was like, yeah, I don't know about the sleepover. She's like, what? And I was like, we'll talk about it.
I think you should go.
Yeah. We'll see.
For selfish reasons.
Yeah, so you can have the whole bed to yourself.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd say probably that's one of my like favorite. I mean, it's a memory, but also a tradition that like has just gone on for years. So.
Yeah, and we're both tradition people. We like tradition, especially around the holidays.
Yeah. Which
is great, but
gets us in trouble
a lot of times because then we try to do too much. And,
yeah, put too much on our plate.
Yeah.
Stress out again.
But that's not like you to stress out, though.
No, it's not.
You're not high strung at all.
No comment.
Yeah, that's really cool though. That's a good tradition, and that's what like I try to have traditions with Roman.
Yeah.
I had one tradition that didn't really take off, but it was kind of cool when it happened though, and it was when I lived across the street. Is we would take, because Roman went to his mom's every Christmas, not Christmas Eve night and then Christmas morning,
right?
And so we would go back to my parents' house, and then we would go and take Roman and I would go outside and look for reindeer paws to see if Santa came.
Oh, cute.
It was just Shallow's paws, but he's 3, he doesn't know. And we would find someone and be like, oh, who do you think that is? He's like, I think that's Blitzen. And I'm like, yeah, I think so too.
Oh, that's cute.
And then we would keep going, and then we would do it for about 10-15 minutes or whatever, and then there would be they would take my boots and put boot marks in front of the door, and then we come in and the presents would be there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and that was how Santa came, And
so you guys got presents on Christmas Eve.
Most of them, he still came to the house,
Right.
and once we moved out and everything. But yeah, because he never was there Christmas morning for
Right.
me,
Yeah.
so we had to do something,
Yeah.
right?
That's cute.
Yeah, but he's getting older, and so you kind of got to change it up a little bit, But it's still all right.
Yeah. But Santa's still on the mind, so got to keep that going as long as we can.
It's the best tradition there is.
Yeah.
There was a thing I was reading, and somebody was like, is Santa real? And to me, he is. He may not be a real person, but the spirit of Santa is very real.
Mm-hmm.
And so when a kid asks me if I believe in Santa, I can say yes and not lie to him, because I do believe in the spirit of Santa Claus. And there's something special to it that you don't get any other time of the year. And
yeah, Christmas time I don't know, there's something just different, like once Christmas season is upon us, you know what I mean? Like, it's everybody's just holly jolly.
Try to be.
Eating all the cookies, decorating the tree, putting up the lights, wrapping the presents.
Yeah, and like taking Roman to drive around, look at the lights and everything. It's just something magical about the whole season.
Yeah.
And it's very much, I don't want him to grow up too quickly. So, because there's something about the child innocence that he has that makes Christmas, and and Sandy,
the elf.
The elf, our elf's name is Sandy, and he adores Sandy.
First thing he does in the morning, his feet hit the floor. Where's the elf? Where's Sandy? Have you seen Sandy? Yeah. And we're like, I don't know.
I haven't seen her.
I haven't seen her. Like,
I'm like, Roman, I'm trying to get ready for work. I haven't looked.
And then he's like, oh my gosh, there she is. Come look. It's just so cute because he gets so excited.
He does. And that's what it's all about. It's not about the gifts. It's not about all that stuff. It's about that magic.
Yeah.
And
the excitement, the innocence, like you said.
Right. And so that's why I love Christmas, is because that's how, like, my dad is one of the hardest workers I've ever met. Mm-hmm. And he was always stressed and he was working all the time, but Christmas really brought out the best in him. And that's why I love seeing my dad like that, So that's why I like Christmas so much. And it's just really, Christmas can get ruined very easily by the commercialism of it.
Right.
Getting the gifts.
All the Grinches out there.
Right. People hating Christmas music because it's played so much, and starting to sell Christmas stuff in October.
That's a little ridiculous.
I'm not saying it's not.
Like, you skipped 2 holidays.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. But
and
when
my
it's
birthday, so.
Yeah.
3 holidays.
3 holidays. One of them cost me a fortune.
Okay.
No, but that's what... And Christmas is what you make of it. And if you look for the good people doing the good things, you'll find it. Especially more around the holidays. People are a little bit more giving. People are a little bit more jolly. And that's what I think I like about it. Yeah. Life's hard. Life's very hard. Mm-hmm. But Christmas, watching, a Muppets Christmas Carol.
700 times.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's a great movie.
We should ask the viewers, what are your thoughts on the Muppets Christmas Carol?
Yeah. So I want you guys to comment on the podcast, whether Spotify or YouTube. What are your thoughts on a Muppets Christmas Carol, and why is it the best Christmas movie of all time?
I'm not saying it's not a good movie.
Greatest movie.
It's a good movie. There are other Christmas movies, though.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
I really enjoy the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one, because I just enjoy, like, Tim Allen and his humor and
I
everything.
love Tim Allen.
Yeah, he reminds me of my dad. Same humor and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I'd say that's probably.
He looks like Santa now with that beard.
I know. it's a good beard.
It's a great beard.
Yeah. So I'd say the Santa Claus, but I also remember watching, like, It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
That's
never seen it.
Really?
Really?
Oh, it's so good. I mean,
it's about a guy that wants to commit suicide.
Okay, well, yes.
Sounds great.
But the lesson behind it. That was one I'm pretty sure that was my dad's favorite movie. He always talked about it, always played it, always had us watch it. So that's another
Right.
like reason why I like the movie. It's good.
I know It's a Wonderful Life. It's the
Oh my
episode.
gosh,
it's a
is
Christmas
that-
episode of Married with Children.
No. I've never seen that. And I think I've only heard it because of you.
So that's the only reason why I know what It's a Wonderful Life is because of It's a Wonderful Life, and I get the idea of the whole premise. And Al wishes he was never born, and his guardian angel is Sam Kinison, who's like a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
He's dead now, but he was a stand-up comedian. And they find out that Al's reason for living is because everybody's lives is better if he was never born. And he wants to make everybody as miserable as they made him. So his reason to live is that he wants to make everybody miserable. And so that's how he gets his family back. It's so good.
You got the biggest kick out of it, huh?
It's so funny. You don't make good TV like that anymore.
All right. Comment with your thoughts on
Which one do you prefer? It's a Wonderful Life or It's a Wonderful
Wonderful.
Life? And why is a Wonderful Life better than It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh my gosh.
Any others?
Oh, I like Elf.
Elf's great.
Elf's a good one.
I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan.
Oh, he's funny.
He can be.
I don't think his humor is for everybody. Like, cause there's some movies that he's in, and I'm like, ooh,
Right.
I'm not about you in this one, but
his humor fits perfectly into what it's just very innocent humor, and I think it just fits with the whole thing of Elf.
Yeah.
So I do love Elf. Yeah, but
I was gonna say, do you have any other Christmas favorites?
well, obviously my number one is A Muppet's Christmas
Right.
Carol. Elf's really good. Obviously, Christmas Vacation's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's a must every year. You know, I'd rather watch 24 hours of A Christmas Vacation than A Christmas Story.
I've never seen A Christmas Story.
It's not good.
Everybody loves it.
So, believe it or not, I'm an idiot for something. Growing up, I thought Christmas Story wasn't a comedy. I didn't realize it was a comedy. I didn't get it at all.
Okay.
So I thought it was like a drama, like a real serious Christmas movie, and I hated it. I'm like, why? It wasn't until I was way too old to know better that I'm like, oh, this is a comedy.
And it's supposed to be funny.
It's supposed to be funny.
And you didn't.
I had no idea.
So do you think because you
Yes,
thought
that's
it
the only
was-
reason why I don't like it.
Okay. Well, everybody raves about it, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's on the 24 hours before Christmas. You should watch it." Da da da. So one year, I actually sat down and started watching it, and shocker, I fell asleep. But I just couldn't get into it. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of slow, you know.
in the beginning or the whole thing.
the whole thing.
Okay, and maybe that's I couldn't get into it. I wasn't feeling it.
The humor, a lot of it's more subtle because it's more like tongue in cheek because it's like it's supposed to be taken seriously, but it's funny.
Okay.
And so it's not like in your face funny like Elf and the Santa Claus is. So you more have to like, if you're just watching it casually, you might not pick up on a lot of humor. But let's see. I feel like I'm missing like a lot of movies. Like,
Well, there's a lot of them out there.
right, but like what? I mean, you know maybe better than I do. What movies do I watch? Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas and Twice Upon a Christmas. I do like those.
Those are good ones.
They're short stories. They're kind of
Yeah.
cute. They're fun.
You mention you've mentioned, was it Jingle All the Way? Is that what it is?
Yeah, with Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
and Paul Hartman.
Yeah.
And the kid, Arnold's kid in that,
Okay.
plays Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace.
Oh.
And I had no idea.
Until
2 years ago, 3 years ago. But yeah, like there's a lot of good movies out there that I don't know, like I just enjoy watching Christmas movies, you know?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
yeah, I mean, it's just easy to kick back and enjoy it because it's a feel good and it's going to end good, you know? Because like I said, and The Rock says this a lot, life's hard, right? That's why in his movies, the hero never dies, is because he wants you to enjoy the movies. He wants you to leave feeling good. And because life's hard, you know, you might as well go something, get away and enjoy it.
Right.
And that's why like Christmas movies is most of them end on a good note. You know, you don't like, you get the violent night
Well, you enjoyed that one.
I did, and I usually don't like
The gory stuff.
too much, but that movie was just so ridiculous and so funny. It was just
You enjoyed I don't think you stopped laughing the whole time. I think you were laughing
because it was so ridiculous. When it started off,
outrageous.
It was. When it started off with Santa peeing off the side of the sleigh.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then he threw up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was in the bar.
Yeah, he was
Sorry
drinking.
if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
You
Spoiler.
should see it. It is funny. It's outrageous, but it's very humorous.
Yeah, if you're looking for just something to like mindless fun, like there's just enough plot to keep the story going.
What they do in there, like the action part of it, unnecessary.
Completely overboard. No reason for it.
No reason for any of it.
And but that's what it was like. Home Alone, but like with a Saw.
Yeah.
Not realistic
Oh
at
my
all.
gosh,
But like,
Home Alone. You're right.
yeah, it was because they had the nail.
Yeah.
And the kid. Remember that?
In Violent Night?
Yeah.
No. Yes. Was it coming
he
from
was
the
in
attic?
he was in the attic and he lands on his chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally unnecessary.
Yeah, I cringed. I was cringing.
I love David Harbour though. He's the guy who plays Santa. David Harbour.
Oh yeah, he's the guy in Stranger Things.
Yes.
Hopper. Love him.
Yeah.
He's very good. I like him.
He's a lot of fun.
What other movies is he in? Anything else?
He was in the Black Widow movie. Scarlett Johansson.
Oh.
MCU.
Okay.
He plays the dad.
Okay. Oh, he's a good actor. I like him.
Yeah, he was in a couple of other like smaller budget things before Stranger Things, but not much. But yeah, so I mean, like that's why I like Christmas and everything. It's just like, everything is a feel good. It's supposed to be good if you make it good. But we got to change subject here a little bit.
Okay.
We're moving on.
Moving on
to the big day coming up.
Super Bowl.
Day before.
Oh. The wedding.
Yeah.
Hey.
Are you ready?
What do you mean ready?
Mentally.
Mentally?
Yes.
Mentally? Yes and no. Yes, because I'm excited because it's an exciting time. Most of the time it's once in a lifetime. Pending.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm excited to, like, you know what I mean? Like, just share the day with you. Like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Nobody else. It doesn't matter what anybody else wants. It's what we want.
Yeah.
And I know that you've told me that before, and it's something that I tell myself a lot. Like, it's not their day. It's our day.
It's our day.
Yes. So I have to keep telling myself I am excited. So I'm excited to like just, have that day with you and just see all our hard work come together.
But everybody keeps saying you're not going to remember it because it goes by so quickly, and that's
frustrating.
It is frustrating, but I also, that's why I'm trying to keep the main thing with this whole thing is we're putting a lot of work into it, and it should put a lot of work into it, but it's for 4 hours.
Well, the reception part. There's other.
What have we put any effort into other than the reception?
Got to find all the other stuff. We had to
find
for the
church. Reception.
No, well, we had to find the church.
That took 5 minutes.
Okay. Makeup.
For the reception.
Hair.
Reception.
Picked out the suits.
Reception. That also took 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
That was a really quick decision.
But it doesn't have to be anything but like
I know.
If you like it, then just do it, because you're going to do the process by analysis. You're just going to keep thinking about it and then not make a decision.
You're right. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for it to be over.
Okay.
No, but like I'm looking forward to the day, Believe it or not, I really don't like the attention on me only when I like want it to be.
Okay. You have to be ready for it.
Yeah.
So you're going to do a lot of preparation before this.
I have to be mentally prepared.
Yeah.
But I just want everybody to have a good time. Like,
Yeah.
it's about me, but I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about you.
I want it to be about us.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I want everybody to have a good time. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want people to come and be like, "Well, that wedding sucked."
Yeah. Last time I'm going to one of their weddings. Not going to their next one.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the day. I'm excited for it to be here.
Mhm.
Like all of the planning and everything.
Do you think anything will change after we get married?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
I think it'll just be a title.
Yeah.
I mean, people already say we
Act like an old married couple.
yeah.
Like Matt and Melton.
Yes.
They're like, well, they're where we're at, and we've been married for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know.
I just think we feel comfortable with each other.
Yeah. And we're
honest with each other. We communicate.
Yeah, and we kind of accept each other for who we are.
Yeah.
All of our shortcomings. All of them.
All of them.
What did I do? No. But
I
what?
accept you for who you are.
Damn right. And I'm getting there.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. You know I love you. Yeah. But what's the one thing that you're like looking forward to like the one thing like, oh, I can't wait till that happens? Is there anything, or is it just like the whole thing?
Well, you said you didn't want to do a first look because you want to see me like just come down the aisle.
Do you want to do a first look?
No, because you don't want it. But I think you're like, I'm not gonna cry, and I was like, I don't know. Not that I'm gonna like. I feel like you'll be emotional, and I feel like you'll have like. I don't know. I just picture you when I come down. You just have a big smile on your face. Oh,
I'll probably be
that's
smiling.
That's my toots.
Toots. That's my girl Toots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be smiling, you know, but
You don't think you'll cry?
No.
At all? The whole day?
Not unless I get hit somewhere.
Well, no guarantees.
I was going to say, that's not totally off. But no, I don't know. Like, and it's not that I don't want to, but one of the things that drives me nuts with weddings, and I try not to be judgmental because it's their day.
Yeah.
Is when everything's forced.
Yeah.
I like pictures and moments to come naturally. Like you won't put effort into having moments, but like when they're forced, they're just not genuine. I like genuine.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna cry or I'm not gonna try to force myself to cry.
No, I don't want you to force. No, don't do that. Don't force yourself.
Yeah. Pluck hairs out of my legs.
Pluck one of those grays.
I'm gonna put just for men.
No, I don't want to force it. Like I want it to be genuine. I'm excited for the pictures too. I think that'll be a fun little thing.
Here's what I'm worried about. When I get nervous, I'm always chatty, but I get very word vomity. And I get very Chandler Bing-ish, where I just start acting awkward and doing weird things. So like when you walk down the aisle, I'm gonna be like and just like be totally over the top with it, just to like joke around
so that you don't really cry.
No, just because it's awkward for me.
Yeah.
Like it's I turn very Chandlerish. Like I don't know how to handle things maturely.
You are very Chandler-esque.
Rip. R.I.P. Yeah. You're very Monica.
The more that I watch it, the more I don't want to admit it, but I am.
You told me that you were Phoebe when we first met. That was the biggest crock of crap I've ever heard.
Yeah. I don't know where I got that idea from.
You may wear vibrant clothes like she does, but that's where that stops.
Okay. I agree with Monica a lot. She's over the top. I'm not like that over the top. I'm not that bad.
No, you're great.
Rude.
No, you are Monica to a T.
I agree.
Yeah.
What she says is true.
Says the Monica clone.
I am who I am.
And that's
Take me or leave me.
I'm taking you.
Good.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm looking forward to just spending time with the family and all that, you know, and doing the butt with the dance.
Yeah.
With the Hoffman boys.
I brought it up the other night at the party.
Which party?
Your mom's.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, I got to warn my family and warn my mom. I got to tell my mom. And I think it was your sister or Megan. And they were like, oh, yeah, I was like, oh, the Hoffmans do that. And she's like, oh, yeah, when they like go up and dance, all the guys. So my mom knows about it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know how everybody else is going to react to that. I mean, I was like, I just got to prepare everybody because.
That sounds like it's a whole bunch of their problem.
Yeah, no.
Hoffmans are great. We're awesome.
You guys are great.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I said it.
I said there might be some bare butts up there, but it is what it is. It's happened before. They confirmed.
No, it has happened before.
Oh, okay.
No, it hasn't happened recently.
Have you all grown?
Yeah. We're matured. We don't do tables anymore.
That's good.
We got yelled at too many times, and
how many did you break?
Ricky broke one. Mm-hmm. Ricky did it. He doesn't listen to the show, but anytime.
In case he does.
Anytime that something goes wrong, Ricky did it.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. But yeah, but was it Megan's wedding where the girls actually took over and did it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they went up. That was cool.
Yeah, I think Meg's upset about that. Not that she would go up and do that, but she's like, I love Hoffman weddings, and she's
still gonna be there.
I know.
Megan doesn't need alcohol in her system to be a good time.
Oh, she's awesome.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's Megan.
Yeah.
I mean, alcohol is always kind of makes it fun for her, but she don't need it to have a good time. She's a good time by herself.
She's a great time.
Yeah, but I don't know. This may sound weird, but I'm being very serious. Is one of the things I'm actually looking forward to is wearing the wedding band. Oh. Because I'm looking forward to wearing it and having it on, and I'm almost tired of calling you a fiance because like everybody says you're my wife anyways. Yeah. You know, so like I'm just waiting to earn the title.
Yeah, I pretty much don't correct people anymore when they call you my husband.
I do it just to have fun. Especially at work.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, her and I work together. So we always and she's 3 cubicles behind me. And so we're always around each other. And so like people are like, "Oh, your wife." I'm like, "She ain't my wife yet. Hasn't earned that," or something.
Still got time.
Still got time to get it out.
People tell me that all the time.
No, they don't. They know how great you have it.
I do have it pretty great, but they still give me that option.
They're just trying to squeeze in.
Oh, they want to slide in the DMs.
Yeah, the DM stands for Dave Matthew.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think I just thought of it.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have my moments. All right. So coming up, we have the invites. They're going out. Mm-hmm. So sorry for people that haven't gone yet. You're either going to get it or you're not. If you don't get it in the next couple days, sorry you didn't make the cut. We love you all. We still love you. We love you all. Just not enough to invite you to the wedding. And yes, it is personal.
We still love you.
It's not personal. We work for the county. We make no money. So it's not like if we could invite everybody, we would.
Oh, yeah. Everybody we would know.
Yeah. So what's next after that? What are we doing next?
The wedding? No, after the wedding?
No. Like, the invites went out.
Yeah.
What's next?
No, just getting the little things under control, like centerpieces.
Your mom's doing that?
Yeah. Way to go, Mom. We already picked the menu.
Yep.
We got the good foods.
Can't wait. It's my wedding. I can eat them in line. You can't take that away from me.
You'll probably have a plate made for you anyway. They'll probably make a plate for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good life.
Yeah. We got to get the cookies under control. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Started a list.
Checking it twice.
Yeah. Gonna find out who's making what.
As long as they're them Lady Lucks, I'm happy.
They're on the list.
That's all I care about.
Mm-hmm. So, centerpieces. Oh, we got a few not sneak peeks, but like hidden gems.
What do you mean?
Cigar bar.
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about that. So, I took a part-time job working for The Brig.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to B and John. Love you guys.
Endorsement.
And pretty
Just
much,
kidding.
yeah.
But we're gonna do.
But we're gonna do it. And once we're done with this podcast, I'm going to enjoy my company I work for's product. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. The cigar bar, and we're gonna have how many cigars? I think. Do you remember what you said?
I don't remember.
Yeah, but we're gonna have a ton of different cigars.
Yeah.
We're gonna have with the cutters and lighters and matches and everything, and that. Oh yeah,
it's really nice. It's gonna be in a humidor.
Yep, and the only thing is that I know people are gonna want to smoke a cigar with me, so I'm probably gonna be outside smoking cigars more than I'm gonna be inside. I'm okay with that. I just
you got to talk to all the peeps.
They know where to find me.
You got to do the butt.
Doing the butt. Oh yeah, well yeah, I'll do that, and I'll do our
Oh, we're gonna have signature drinks too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Your signature drink is obviously gonna be a
rum and Coke. Surprise.
She's really who she are.
Yeah, I am who I are. I is who I are.
I is who
Shout
I
out
are.
to Dad.
The legend.
Yeah.
And mine is going to be a good old fashioned. Are we gonna have like fun names for them or just?
Yeah, we've mentioned a few of them, but we gotta.
The Jeremiah and the Macy.
Oh.
Mine will obviously be Jeremiah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, we have time.
Stay tuned.
We'll let you know. You'll find out at the wedding if you're invited. If not, you'll hear all about it.
Don't miss it too much.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up here. It is getting a little late, so I do apologize for keeping you up too late. But we are going to close up shop here.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on and staying awake.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna fall asleep.
Took a little nap earlier today, so I was fine. That's what I did on my lunch.
But yeah, so there's a lot of big things coming up.
Yeah, very exciting times. Holidays, wedding.
I'm looking forward to that break though afterwards.
It's gonna be so nice.
I know.
Yeah.
The thought of nothing is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once it happens, then I'm just gonna sit.
Yeah.
And sleep.
Mm-hmm. We don't even have to go on a honeymoon right away. We just do nothing, and I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
I do want to go on a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Just not. It doesn't have to be right away.
No, probably be a little later.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
But yeah.
It'll give us something to look forward to then.
It will. Yeah, something else to work fun and allow us to put some money aside so we can do it the right way. All right. So this episode will be available on Spotify and YouTube, Roman and Dave podcast. It will be available in the next couple of days, so I look forward to you guys listening to this. Please go in and check out the next upcoming episodes of the Roman Dave podcast with Roman. We are hopefully going to get some in soon. We are also going to, please go check out the old episodes. Roman teaches us how to make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
He makes a good sandwich.
He does make a good sandwich.
There's also the episode of basketball where we set basketball back 50 years. And there's just a bunch of good episodes on there. We are, it has been kind of crazy, so I do apologize that we don't have any more episodes coming out. But it's going to be, we're going to get there. Especially once the wedding happens and everything, we'll have more time. And
When more downtime happens, we'll have more stuff out.
Yeah. Please, if you guys want, we do have bottles, Roman and Dave podcast bottles for the kids and the grown-ups. We are also selling Roman and Dave shirts. So if you are interested in Roman and Dave shirt or bottles, please message us at Roman and Dave podcast at gmail.com or Roman Dave podcast on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. Also on Spotify. So please reach out. It's a great gift for the holidays.
Ooh, good idea.
I know.
Stocking stuffer
or just the main gift. It will go good with any, so if you are interested, please reach out.
Holidays are coming up. Get your orders in.
Get those orders in. Get them in soon so we can get them shipped to you in time for the holidays. So again, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for listening, and I'll catch you guys down the road.